Namaskara. My name is Srinivas Hamadinadi. I'm going to talk about the major dams that have been constructed in Karnataka, especially the ones constructed after independence, and between independence and 2000, right? So, and I'm going to talk about the current dams constructed before and after as well, but primary focus is between independence and to year 2000. So why dams are important? I'll talk about that in a minute. Just I'll use the quotes of some of the famous religious, spiritual, social, and political leaders, and also administrators of the last century. And I'm going to use them just to show that how difficult the situation was. Swami Vivekananda said that what we need is bread, not religion. Right? Gandhi said that the only form that the God appears for poor and hungry is in the form of food or bread. So whereas Saram Vishweshwaraya said, industrialize or perish. How do you industrialize? You need water and you need electricity. Those are the primary requirements for the industrialization, right? So the dams provided both of them. So realizing and understanding these things, the Jawaharlal Nehru said that the dams are the modern temples of India. He was immensely proud of our temples for their art and architecture and beauty. But what he felt was what was needed at the time of independence was building these temples for enabling other, various socio-economic development, right? So in fact, these dams really jump-started a lot of development. So then all the major dams are distributed across Karnataka, and excluding three dams, one Vanilla Sagara in Chitradurga district, and then Shanti Sagara in Davangere district, and Krishna Raja Sagara in Mandya district. Excluding these remaining dams have been constructed after independence. And so they have enabled food production and fisheries and industries and urban and rural water supply as well, right? So you can see the fisheries activities across state enabled by these dams. And as you can realize that lakhs of people depend for livelihood on these fisheries activities. They also provide nutritious food for lakhs of people. And you can see various dams. They're really beautiful structures, and you can see various designs and various capacity built across the Karnataka. And some of these dams were constructed purely for electricity generation, while others were constructed for irrigation, industries, and urban water supply. Right. Some of the dams, as I said, they were constructed before independence. Some of them are here. I mean, all of them are here. The major irrigation dams constructed in Karnataka before independence. This is in Chitradurga district. This is in Mandya district. This was completed in 1906. This was completed in 1931. Remaining were completed just before independence, maybe a couple of decades before independence. You can see the impact of these dams. You can see the lush green fields everywhere. Agriculture became much more predictable, and it could, people could grow two crops in a year. It increased the food production, reduced dependence on rain-fed, agriculture, and enabled the industries to come up, enabled cities to come up and grow and have a predictable water supply. And so I think that also enabled to have a safe drinking water for the cities and villages as well. Looking at some, the numbers for these dams, you can see all the dams, major dams listed here, and their capacities, their locations, and when they were completed, right? So only three dams, as I said earlier, were constructed before independence in Karnataka. They had only capacity of 80 TMC, and we added about 908 TMC after independence. Okay, and in that actually 905 TMC capacity was added before 2000. Think about it, right? So the kind of impact they have and the kind of growth and development we achieved in the first 4 5 decades. Okay, so just to give little bit of context and the kind of the challenges and the difficulties faced to build these, major dams. I'm using this one example here. Mysore administration under the Nalvadu Krishnaraja Vodayar and Saram Vishweshwaraya and Mirza Ismail, Mysore was known as one of the best administered state not only in India, in the entire British world, in a British Empire, right? So maybe in the whole of the world as well. I don't know, but that's what some of the articles say. But even for them, it took 20 years to build one KRS dam of capacity of 45 TMC. In the next 50 years, we added about 18 major dams spread across state with a capacity of 900 TMC. Think about it. I think that's a major achievement, right? These dams have shaped and nurtured lives of crores of people over decades, right? In my opinion, New India 1.0 started in 1916 when our freedom struggle started gaining momentum and we started taking a mass movement and under the leadership of Gandhi, Nehru, Patel, Rajaji, Bose, etc. Right? And they not only started fighting for freedom from British, political and economic freedom from British, also for addressing a lot of social and cultural issues. That's primarily social challenges, right? Woman empowerment, etc. Right? And also, I would call New India 2.0 that started in 1947, right? So I rather call that 1947 as a New India 2.0 moment, right? So why? Because we became an inclusive, secular, democratic, and progressive, independent country in 1947, right? So, in my opinion, that is the real New India 2.0. We can call every few decades a 3.0, 4.4 onwards, but I think these were the major milestones in shaping up the modern India. So with that, I would say that development is not just building national highway. Even national highways are kind of continuously developed over many decades, and there are many aspects to development as well. And we have been really doing fairly well in that in almost all the areas, right? So I think we have to also understand where we started. So we are in a very difficult situation, right? I think we should have a sense of achievement, pride, and satisfaction, and definitely we need to have gratitude for our earlier generation for all the hard work they did in building the country what we kind of call ourselves as ours today, right? We call New India, New 3.0, whatever you call, but there's a lot of sacrifice and hard work by so many people. So with that, I hope you don't believe in the questions, rhetorics of what was done in 75 years from various vested interest political parties and groups, right? So with that, thank you very much. Have a good day.